All right. Diving into a topic practically written in the stars of the car world today,
Oh, yeah.
the Toyota 2JZ engine.
It really does have that mythical status, doesn't it?
You know it. And this engine
Yeah.
inspires a special kind of devotion,
Yeah.
from what I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by the source material for this deep dive,
Okay.
somebody out there
Yeah.
is really feeling that 2JZ love.
We're talking pages of handwritten notes, diagrams.
Wow.
And get this,
Okay,
it's all in Spanish.
a true labor of love.
It seems like our listener wants us to really get down to the bottom of this whole best engine ever debate surrounding the 2JZs.
A debate that could probably fuel countless hours of
Oh, yeah.
discussion in any garage or internet forum, right?
Right. So to understand what makes this engine tick, maybe we should start with some basics. All right. The source material kind of jumps into these different versions of the 2JZ,
Okay.
almost like a family tree.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
The 2JZ engine family has a few main branches.
Okay.
You have the 2JZ GE, which is the naturally aspirated version.
Okay.
It's the engine you'd find in your everyday Toyota sedan or coupe, reliable, smooth, gets the job done.
So the 2JZ GE, your sole dependable one.
Exactly.
Got it.
Then you have the 2JZ GTE,
Okay.
which is the one that really gets people talking,
Okay.
even whispering its name in hushed tones.
Ah.
This is the twin turbocharged version,
Okay.
the one known for its performance and tuning potential.
This is the one with all the legendary status that we're here to investigate. So
Yeah.
it's like the 2JZ GE's cooler, more powerful, older sibling.
You can say that,
Okay.
but there's also a third sibling, often forgotten about in all the excitement, the 2JZ FSE.
Okay.
This one was designed with fuel efficiency in mind.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah,
So it's like the 2JZ family has a member for every occasion.
exactly.
Yep.
And this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
The source material points out that the 2JZ GE, the everyday engine, is actually the foundation for both the high-performance GTE and the fuel-sipping FSE.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
That's wild.
it's pretty cool.
That's like finding out that your accountant is a secret race car driver and a champion chess player all rolled into one.
There you go.
Like they started with this solid base and then went in completely different direction. That speaks volumes about the original design.
Absolutely, it really does.
Wow.
It tells you that Toyota engineers had a very adaptable platform on their hands.
Yeah.
They were able to squeeze out both raw power and impressive fuel economy
Right.
from the same basic engine block.
Wow.
That's quite an achievement.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have these three siblings, each with their own personality.
Yes.
But let's get back to the star of the show, the 2JZ GTE.
Okay.
The source material mentions something called a gentleman's agreement.
Yes.
What is that all about?
Ah, yes. The gentleman's agreement.
Okay.
Now, this is a fascinating bit of automotive history.
Okay.
Back in the late 20th century,
Okay.
Japanese automakers had this unspoken agreement
Okay.
to limit the advertised horsepower of their cars
Really?
to 276 horsepower for the Japanese domestic market.
Wait, even if the cars could handle way more power?
They could.
Why would they do that?
It was a combination of factors, really.
Okay.
Some argue it was to avoid a horsepower war
Okay.
and promote safer driving conditions.
Okay.
Others say it was a way to navigate government regulations
Right.
and public perception at the time,
Oh, wait.
whatever the reason.
Yeah.
It led to some very interesting situations.
Like what?
Well, for example, the 2JZG GTE engine.
Okay.
In Japan, it was officially rated at 276 horsepower.
Okay.
However, the export versions,
Yeah.
the ones sold in other countries,
Okay.
boasted a much healthier 320 horsepower.
So they were basically holding these engines back.
Yeah.
Like a thoroughbred racehorse.
Yeah, exactly.
Champing at the bit.
Yeah.
No wonder the 2JZ GTE has this reputation for being a monster on the track.
Yeah.
But what makes it so special? From a technical perspective, our listeners' notes
Yeah.
really get deep into the engine specs here.
Okay. Well, the 2JZ GTE's magic
Yeah.
really comes from this blend of brawn and just really clever engineering.
Okay.
At its core, you've got this incredibly robust iron block.
Okay.
Think of it as the engine's backbone
Okay.
that can handle some serious stress.
And inside this iron fortress.
Inside, you've got internal components that are designed to withstand punishment.
Right.
Like our listener even includes a detailed crankshaft diagram here,
Wow.
which just shows you the level of passion.
Dedicated.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Now, which key features that make this engine so tunable
Okay.
and so legendary among the enthusiasts
Yeah.
is this sequential twin turbocharger setup.
Okay.
So imagine two turbos working in perfect harmony.
So 2 power boosts instead of 1.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
At lower engine speeds, only one turbocharger kicks in,
Okay.
providing that satisfying low-end torque,
Right.
that push you feel right off the line.
Right.
Then as the revs climb,
Yeah.
the second turbocharger joins the party,
Okay.
delivering this amazing surge of power
Oh, wow.
in the higher RPM range.
So that's why people rave about its power delivery.
Yes,
It's like a 1-2 punch.
it is.
But I remember reading somewhere that the turbos were different in the Japanese versions versus the export versions.
That's right.
Right.
The Japanese models used ceramic turbine wheels in their turbos,
Okay.
which were lighter and spooled up faster,
Okay.
meaning they react more quickly to your input. However, the export models used steel turbine wheels, which were more durable over the long haul.
So it's a classic trade-off.
Exactly.
Quick reactions versus long-term toughness.
Exactly. And this is where the passion of the 2JZ community really shines through.
Okay.
You see the source material mentions that you can actually swap the exhaust side impeller shaft from the Japanese CT20 turbo
What?
into the export CT12B.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah.
People are swapping turbo parts.
They are.
That's dedication.
It is.
That's incredible.
They're treating these engines like a high-performance puzzle, just trying to find that ultimate combination.
Wow, like a Frankenstein.
There you go.
That's amazing.
But the 2JZ GTE story doesn't end there.
Oh.
In 1997, it received a significant update in the form of Toyota's variable valve timing with intelligence, or, as most people know it, VVT-i.
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 Didn't that help improve both power and efficiency?
It did, absolutely.
Okay.
It was like giving a star athlete an even better coach.
Okay.
VVT. I could fine-tune the engine's performance on the fly, making it even more responsive and efficient.
So even with all his power, they were still finding ways to make it smarter and more refined.
Exactly.
That's impressive.
It is.
But, you know, our listener's source material brings up a really good point here.
Yeah.
There are other engines out there with similar specs on paper.
That-
So why is the 2JZ so legendary?
Right.
What's the X factor here?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's something that our listener seems very curious about.
Yeah.
The 2JZ GTE's legend goes beyond mere numbers on a spec sheet.
Okay.
It's about the story that
Yeah.
those numbers tell.
So it's more than just horsepower and torque.
Way more.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
It's about durability.
Okay.
These engines are known for their almost mythical ability to handle power.
Okay.
With the right tuning and modifications, you can push a 2JZ GTE
Yeah.
far beyond its factory limits.
Really?
We're talking double,
Wow.
even triple the horsepower in some cases.
That's insane. No wonder people push these engines to the limit.
I
Like they can take it.
Yeah, they can take it.
Wow.
And this ties into another factor,
Okay.
the aftermarket support.
Okay.
Because the 2JZ GTE is so tunable
Right.
and so robust,
Yeah.
a whole industry has sprung up around it.
Wow.
There are countless companies out there dedicated to creating performance parts specifically for this engine.
So it's like the engine that launched 1,000 aftermarket shops?
You could say that.
That's amazing.
From upgraded turbochargers to reinforced internals,
Right.
if you can dream it for a 2JZ, chances are somebody's already making it.
Wow.
This availability of parts just adds to its appeal.
Right. It's like a blank canvas for car enthusiasts who really want to push those boundaries.
It is.
Wow. That's incredible.
It's really fascinating. But there's one final piece to this puzzle,
Okay.
and it's something that transcends the technical
Yeah.
and ventures into the realm of passion.
Okay. I'm really curious now. What is it?
Cultural impact.
Okay.
The 2JZ GTE has permeated popular culture
Right.
in a way that few engines ever have.
Okay.
Movies, video games, you name it. It's become a symbol of performance and automotive aspiration.
It really has.
Remember that iconic orange Supra from the first Fast and Furious movie?
How could I forget? That car and that engine made a serious impression on everybody, I think.
And that's just one example.
Right.
The 2JZ's roar has echoed
Yeah.
through countless forms of media,
It has.
cementing its place not just in automotive history,
Yeah.
but in pop culture as well.
It really has. It's like synonymous with a certain kind of driver, a certain kind of car.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
So when you think about it,
Yeah.
it's this combination of factors.
Yeah.
The engine's inherent capabilities,
Right.
its tunability,
Its coolness.
its coolness,
Yeah.
and its cultural significance that have made the 2JZ GTE a legend.
It really has. And, you know, our listener their notes that we're looking at today, it's like they instinctively sensed that.
Yeah.
They felt the legend, and they wanted to know the how and the why behind it.
I think we've managed to shed some light on that today.
Yeah, I think we did a really good job. It's
Yeah.
been a fascinating dive into this world
It has.
of the 2JZ, you know, from its humble beginnings to its turbocharged glory.
Absolutely.
And to wrap it up,
Yeah.
while this whole debate, best engine ever, may never truly be settled,
Right.
it's clear that the 2JZ GTE has earned a place
Oh, yeah.
in the Automotive Hall of Fame.
Without a doubt.
This has been awesome, but our listener ends their notes with a question.
Okay.
Is it the best?
Right.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
It's up for debate.
But it sparked a thought.
It has.
What other engines out there have achieved this level of devotion from people? Hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think.
I like it.
Your suggestion might just be our next deep dive.
Until
Then happy driving, everyone.